We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. A man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Another run here with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson's going to look to run it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 33 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and very short, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run with Hall. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. 30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Wilson now throwing on 3rd and long. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quan Alexander from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set,
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Uncorks one for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long, so to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the third quarter so we can coast home in the fourth. And this is just a tremendous play, something we've seen time and again from this offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 29, Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
61, matchbox, light. Set, go.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson steps away. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw is Wilson. It fights him off. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Wilson going to throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Jackson on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Moore, the man in motion. From the 30 on 2nd down. Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Here we go.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Off play action. Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to look deep for Moore. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Moore, the man in motion. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Quan Alexander in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Jackson running again. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Wilson on first down.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Play action. Now Wilson. And able to connect with Berrios. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Wilson will throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth.